We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
I believe that the time has come to stand up for what we know is right,
for what we know is true,
for the continued healing and reuniting of humankind.
It's a new day.
We have a new opportunity.
It is time to wake up.
It's time for leaders in these great United States to douse the flames and embers of fear in the minds of those citizens who fear their gay brothers and sisters by bringing forward and supporting sweeping legislation to ensure the American dream is realized by all.
This isn't about special rights.
This is about equal rights.
It's about living a life free of the fear of being targeted for being gay
or lesbian.
As my friend and brother Barack Obama has stated, it's time to stop the silliness. There is no reason why I should not be allowed to sit by the bedside of my dying partner without a court order.
There is no reason why I should be threatened with losing half the value of our home in the neighborhood we have loved and are loved in because I am not allowed to legally marry my partner.
There is no reason why the 1,100 plus federal benefits allowed for married couples should not be allowed for gay men and women.
Against public outcry, a brave president signed a law freeing slaves. I am asking President Barack Obama to be brave, to move this nation forward by continuing to be the example of faith, not fear, hope, not division. It's time to stop the silliness of posturing, hedging, and negotiating with the fundamental rights of a select group of people in America.
We either believe that there is freedom,
justice, and liberty for all,
or we don't. Who is it we want to exclude from the freedoms and liberties that our forefathers wrote into the Constitution? No citizen of this great country should feel less than any other citizen by having to accept rights and privileges that are less numerous or titled differently than our straight brothers and sisters, whom we love and support. The gay and lesbian community wonder if the dream of our founders is alive in our time.
It is time for our leaders now out of the public eye to be brave and publicly support their gay sons and lesbian daughters.
It's time to stand up for what you know in your heart is right.
It's time to lead with clear minds and open hearts.
Be brave.
Be brave.
Be brave. We all know that supporting a great cause takes great courage. We also know that moving forward in courage brings with it positive energy that ensures our country remains
the land of the free
and the home of the brave.
The free and the brave are unafraid of the gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender.
The free and the brave recognize their freedom is at risk if freedom isn't enjoyed by all.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. wrote from his Birmingham jail cell that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. As a gay man, I volunteered and served in the United States military to ensure the rights, freedoms, and privileges for all Americans, gay and straight alike. There are tens of thousands of gay and lesbian members of our military who volunteered to serve their country with the highest and best of everyone at heart. We remember with humble gratitude those brave Americans. Who are we to ask those brave souls to take a seat at the back of the bus? Who are we to demand that they leave their loved ones in the closet? Who are we to accept the sacrifice of their very lives and deny them the most basic civil rights?
Life,
liberty,
and the pursuit of happiness.
I recognize that at the core of everyone on this planet is absolute perfection. We were not born to hate. We were not born with recognition of difference. We were not born in separation. We were born in perfect harmony, perfect happiness, and perfect love. It's time for leaders all across this country and every American to remind those who spew hate and fear towards or about the gay and lesbian community that the Bible our leaders swear upon commands love, kindness, compassion, and generosity 7,000 times more than any other commandment. I believe that if you practice 7,000 acts of kindness before considering speaking a negative word against anyone, your consciousness will shift, your heart will open, and you'll return to the perfection the Creator intended for all of us, and this world will be a better place. I believe that any minister, priest, rabbi, or other religious leader spewing hate about any community as a marketing ploy is in fact out of fellowship with the very Creator they represent. It's not possible to preach hate, separation, and love at the same time. I'm encouraging every citizen of this planet to challenge the messenger of any message from the pulpit that is not in harmony with the message of love. After all, we are all messengers of God. The message, "Send me money to fight the gays," generates more cash for churches men created than "Send me money to fight homelessness." The former raises fear, increases hate and separation, and ultimately erases love, which is God's greatest commandment.
I need your help.
I need your help. I am asking mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers, all across this great nation, to remind those who speak and teach hate and separation that even one more gay or lesbian teenager overdosing or hanging themselves for fear of living one more day in torture or despair is a burden we cannot bear. I am asking brothers and sisters of gay men and lesbian women all across this nation to stand up for the rights of their gay brothers and sisters. I am asking nieces and nephews to challenge those you meet who ridicule or condemn the community of your aunt or uncle by an off-color joke or hateful speech. Remind them you find the comments offensive.
This is our chance.
This is our chance.
This is our chance.
This is our chance to get this right.
Which message should we provide to the beautiful children of this world?
That we are all whole.
Perfect and complete.
Or that only some of us are?
Who am I to judge another for the color of their skin, the shape of their eyes, or the size of their body? I only ask that I not be judged for being born a gay man.
For loving the person who makes me happiest in life, the person who stands by my side in the good and the bad.
The person who nurtures me when I'm sick, supports me in my trials,
and loves me beyond any fault.
Can you imagine living every moment of your life being careful about showing affection to your husband or wife?
Can you imagine hiding the most valuable, the most cherished, the most loved person in your life because you could be fired or lose your home or be denied the most basic of liberties?
Can you imagine being completely abandoned by the very parents who raised you because of what they have been taught?
Look into the eyes of the tiny face of the child you hold on your lap. What would you wish them a life less than yours for? Gays and lesbians continue to suffer deeply in an effort to protect those they love, still largely living in the closet, for the comfort of all involved.
Gay and lesbian youth across this great nation continue to live in fear and shame because of the messages they receive
and the failure of our leaders to take decisive action to put this shamefulness behind us.
It's no longer good enough to tolerate the gays. It's no longer acceptable to accept gays as long as they don't act that way around you. And it's no longer honorable to hide the fact that you, in fact, have a gay or lesbian friend, brother, sister, aunt,
uncle, grandma, grandpa,
or child.
We have a great opportunity.
Yes, we have. We have a great opportunity now to heal the wounds of inequality and shame. I am asking the great citizens of this country to individually remove themselves from the mire and confusion of negative messages that cause hurt and separation between people. I need your help. I believe that as we individually take responsibility for our thought and challenge the media, our pulpits, politicians, neighbors, and employers, that we can collectively stifle hate, fear, and separation, and shift the consciousness of our immediate community and the planet. I believe that one human family living in peace and harmony is the great wish of our Creator and all great leaders, past and present. I believe today that President Barack Obama should be brave and recognize that the millions of gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgendered mothers, fathers, firefighters, teachers, actors, company owners, spiritual leaders, politicians, and tax-paying citizens of these United States should have equal rights above any other issue facing this nation, and sign this into law without delay. It is with a country united
that we collectively move forward together
to solve the challenges that face us.